Since the earliest temples of stone and the first stories told beneath the night sky, humanity has sensed a quiet truth that the movements of the stars are not distant accidents, but rhythms that shape the evolution of consciousness. Ancient cultures believed that human awareness itself moves in great cycles, ages, rising and falling under the guidance of the planets. And among these celestial timekeepers, Neptune is one of the most powerful. Neptune moves slowly, like a deep ocean current beneath the surface of history. It takes more than 160 years to circle the zodiac, and wherever it travels, the dreams, ideals, and spiritual longings of humanity seem to follow. When Neptune changes signs, an age begins to turn. In the 19th century, Neptune entered the mystical waters of Pisces, a sign of compassion and universal consciousness. Across the world, old dogmas and old systems began to be questioned, and the idea of universal human dignity began to rise. In the United States, this shift reached a breaking point. After the Civil War in the 1860s, the Emancipation Proclamation declared freedom for millions who had lived in chains. But a deeper question moved beneath the surface of society. If freedom belonged to men, what about women? If liberty was a universal truth, could it be denied to half of humanity? The awakening had begun, but it was far from complete. From this cosmic tide rose women who carried the shift into both action and thought. Harriet Tubman did not follow the laws of her time. She followed a deeper guidance. She followed an inner voice through forests, rivers, danger, and led enslaved men and women to freedom. But she was not only freeing bodies, she was liberating the very idea of humanity, breaking the illusion that some souls were meant to live in chains while others were free. Around that same era, another woman began freeing minds. Helena Blavatsky traveled across continents in search of ancient wisdom. She spoke of a universal truth behind all religions, a hidden thread connecting East and West, science and spirit, matter and consciousness. Through her teachings, Western thinkers encountered ideas like karma, reincarnation, and the evolution of the soul. She opened doors that had long been closed and helped spark a spiritual awakening that would ripple across generations. Together, these women represented two sides of the same transformation, one freeing bodies, one freeing minds, both answering a call to change. Now, more than 160 years later, Neptune moves into Aries, the sign of fire, identity, and bold beginnings. Humanity stands once again in 2026 at another threshold. Neptune enters Aries once again, and the world is changing at a breathtaking pace. Quantum computers are rewriting the limits of thought. Robotic intelligence is transforming the nature of work. Humanity is reaching beyond Earth into the vastness of space. The boundaries of reality itself are being redefined. These are not only technological revolutions, they are revolutions of consciousness. Just as the 1860s forced humanity to confront the meaning of freedom, our era is asking new questions. What does it mean to be a human in the age of machines? What is consciousness in the world of artificial minds? And what does freedom look like in a fully connected planet? The cosmic tide returns, and once again the fire of Aries calls humanity to awaken. Not just to imagine a better world, but to create one. Not just to dream of freedom, but to live it in thought, in action, and in spirit. For the stars do not only shine above us, they move within us. And when Neptune crosses into the fire of Aries, a new chapter of human consciousness begins.